I might want to switch to the actual screen now. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ninja Monkey Gaming. I am Joe the Widget Wilson, your host of the mostest. Not really. I am just your host, and I am joined by my fellow co-hosts who are more awesome than I, Mr. Justin Blutecki, a.k.a. Nivosi.
Oh.
I almost thought you pulled a James and had your mic muted.
Yeah, I don't typically do that. That's what James does.
Not tonight. Welcome back. You guys know, well, I'm going to introduce my other co-host here who's awesome as well. But did you know that how in today's society, like, your gamer tag is pretty much becomes your actual name? Your actual birth name and your gamer tag are hand in hand. So I am known as the Widget. Really? I could have picked a better name for myself, I swear. All right, I am joined by my other awesome co-host, Mr. James Debo Jammyball.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show.
We've got a full show for you tonight. Stephanie disappeared.
Literally, we have no idea where she went.
No idea where she went. She put in half of our show notes tonight. I was looking forward to having her on. She was all excited. She got her mic issues fixed this week. No Skype, no nothing. She disappeared. So if she joins this call sometime in the show, we'll welcome her in. But we might be doing a host switch soon.
You know where she went?
Do you? All right, guys. Welcome back to your Everything Gaming Show. We have a full one for you tonight, actually. I'm pretty excited about a lot of these topics. And don't forget, we're going to have a lot of news coming up. Starting in March 5th, the gaming convention season opens up officially. And the news is going to be flooding in. And before I begin anything, there is a rumor out here. Reason why I didn't put the show notes yet is it's just a rumor. But it's a very well, confirmed rumor, if you will. I happen to know people who work in that industry, who happens to be the vice president of the company, and talk to regularly. But Bethesda Software, the people who make all the Elder Scrolls games, they also make the other game that I completely forget all the time with the biohazard symbols. Fallout series. They have basically hinted at a major announcement coming at the end of this month. So I am looking forward to it because I think I know what it is. And I can finally talk about it after all this time.
I think it's going to be something like ESO.
Like ESO?
It will be Fallout Online.
Ooh, yes, yes. I hope.
I wish I could.
Thinking it is.
You know, I
Foresight.
wish I could tell you for sure exactly.
This is all speculation.
Because
I'm taking a complete guess here, but with what kind of success they had with ESO, I think they're going to try to do the same thing with that.
I'm chomping at the bit to tell you guys what it is because I've known for over a year now.
Tell me.
I've seen development screens of it. I can't say. I'll get in trouble.
No.
It's killing me. But when they announce it, you guys will love it. And yes, I'm going to confirm that they are making Elder Scrolls 6. What it is, when it's coming out, I cannot say. But it is in the works. I think everybody, safe to say, knows it's in the works.
Yes.
So, and it does look cool, and I can tell you the systems they have planned are amazing. But that's going to be for a later announcement. I'm hoping they announce it sometime during this convention week, or convention season, which is usually from March till October? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Whenever PAX Prime ends is usually the end of the season. So we got 4 major conventions that happen during the season for the gaming industry. We have PAX East, which is your opening convention. Used to be a very small one. Now it's grown to be quite substantial, in fact. I will be there this year, all 3 days, to cover all the great news for you guys. I'm going to get into some parties. I got to send to I'm going into a development party already. I'm going to get as much information as I can. I'm going to network, rub some elbows, and get us some really good tidbits and hopefully an exclusive or two. And my main goal is to get guests on this show. So that's what we're going to work towards. So I'll give you guys all that news, all the information when I get back from PAX East. I might message Justin. Oh my God! And have him. Yeah, I'm hoping to meet up with Justin sometime during that time in Boston.
Hopefully, I have some time off work for that. At least go up there for a weekend or something.
Yeah, that'd be incredible, dude. I've known Justin for a long time, never met him in person, but that's the way society is today.
Yep. It's all about these long distance knowledge of people.
Yeah, I have friends. Sure, I have no friends in Buffalo, but I have friends all over the world. Go figure. Okay, so. Big news, Bethesda, end of the month. We're gonna be chomping at the bit to get that for you guys. When it comes out, you'll get it. All right, so we got a bunch of side topic awesomeness. Just so you guys know, we have our show made up in like little categories that we do, and there are a lot of roving categories. But side topic is one that we added in episode 2 or 3, because we wanted something that could be just a general gaming topic, kind of like a main topic. Really, is what it really is. For the show. We got a few to talk about tonight. A lot of stuff that Steph was supposed to talk about, I'm going to just try to skim over, and if she comes on the show, she's going to have a lot to talk about. Because that girl went nuts on the show notes, but didn't decide to show up for the show. Unless her computer completely crashed and can't get on it, in that case, she's forgiven. Because she's got a really bad computer.
She'd be a good writer for the show. She never gets on it, so.
Well, I'll keep her on as a writer. She's got that going on great.
Oh, sure.
But I'm going to do something different tonight. Before we get into the news, all the good stuff, I want to get into what we're playing. I think that would be a good start tonight, because that's kind of like the small part of it. And usually we get to that at the end of the show, and we don't have much time to talk about it, because we got through all this massive news and all that good stuff this week. So, we're going to start it off. I spent way too much time on Minecraft. I'm going to talk about that later on in a side topic, with my RPG server. I've been going crazy. I need help. I will beg for help for everybody later on, but I've been doing that a ton, and it's sucked my time away this week dramatically. But, all right, so I did play Advanced Warfare with my son a lot, halfway through Prestige 2, and I realized that I suck this week because my son started getting so much better than me with his stats, so it's putting us into much better players. So I get creamed. I had games that were like 4 and 22. I wanted to cry.
Ouch.
Yeah, that never has happened to me before, ever. I felt like I was getting old. And my son's
no comment.
Not me. 36 is
no
young.
comment.
Shut up, James. Oh man, but yeah, I still have fun. I play without my son, and I started doing good again. Go figure. He put me in the bracket with people that suck like me.
You just have to admit that your son is better than you.
You know what? It's been a painful experience, but for the first time, it's actually a mixed emotion. I am both, one, sad that it has happened finally, but I'm proud of him. How many dads do you know will say they're proud that their son is better than them in a video game?
Mine.
You, sir, are a lucky man.
Well, it's my dad's fault I got into video games, so.
You, sir, are a very lucky man. My dad actually banned me from video games for 4 years.
Wow.
No TV, no video games at all.
And that's when you enjoyed sports.
That's when I went over to my cousin's house and played video games.
True. The untouchable.
Those 4 years, I spent a lot of time in his house.
Can't have so.
That's why it's just easier not to ban things, because people will find a way to get it.
Every time. Oh man, but so that's what I did, and then I did got my tank in, my paladin to level 100, and wow, finally. What's awesome is with that in your garrison you have these different buildings you can put up. I always put War Mill up as soon as I can, because what War Mill does is it increases your chances of getting the epic or rare upgrades from all your quest loot that you get from doing quests as you level up. And
for Alliance players, that's called the Dwarven Bunker.
The Dwarven Bunker, yeah. So Horde, War Mill, Alliance, Dwarven Bunker. But when I hit 100 on my Paladin, I was 2 points away from being heroic ready. Because I epicked out almost every single piece of armor I got for the last 2 levels. So I thought was pretty awesome. That never happened to me with any of my other characters. He was like 613 item level, so at 615 is required for heroics. But yeah, that was my week. What about you, Justin?
I did a few different. Well, I pretty much did my normal week, but I finally have my rank now in League of Legends. For my preliminaries, I didn't show
you
all
hit
of them.
rank suck?
Yeah, I finally got my rank up. I didn't rank up. It's the start of a new the new season started a couple weeks ago, and I just hadn't finished up my preliminary matches for it yet. I went 7-3 and got bronze 4, sadly.
So you're in the suck league. Got it.
What I understand, even people who were in gold last year at the end of the season still ended up in bronze and got the same record I did. So I'm not too upset about it. I did some CS:GO. I actually did a lot of CS:GO.
I still want to play that game. Actually, I think I might buy it tonight. Game. I might be able to buy it tonight, so I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay. And I'm Silver 2 now, which is the second rank in competitive. So it's yeah. And I did some Civ 5 on the stream this last week on Thursday.
I saw that.
I will be continuing that this week. I don't know if it'll be finished this week, but I will be continuing it.
I did watch a little bit, Justin, and I must say it did bore me to tears, but that's just because that's how I am with those kind of games.
Yes.
If you don't know what's going on in Civ 5, it can be a little boring, but I love watching people play it. I love watching like tech builds and what they do and their strategies, because you can play that game in so many different ways.
I haven't played
five different ways to win or 4 different ways to win.
Political domination.
It's the only way to win.
Economical
science, the moon race.
Science is a way.
Yep.
It's Alpha Centauri race now.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Which is why I'm kind of pissed off they didn't go for Alpha Centauri 2 when they did Beyond Earth, but, that's whatever.
Right.
Right, okay.
That's just another argument.
Yeah, great. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Totally an argument. Right.
And I'll probably be playing some Sims 4 again later on, and we'll get into that when we get to other gaming news.
Oh, right on.
Are you gonna make a Novosi character and a widget character and a Jane Evil, and we can all live in a house together?
That actually sounded like fun.
That does actually.
I'll probably
Sadly,
live stream and get you guys all on the call so we can just sit there and I can create our characters and you guys can critique me on them.
Yes!
Can I just be the freeloader that doesn't work and sits around on the computer all day?
I'm the boss man cracking the whip. Get up, you're lazy.
Actually, I'm going to put us all in the same semi-career field and you'll see what it is when I do that, okay?
We'd better not be starting a band.
Right? No.
No, there's a really
It will fail because of me.
But we'll get more into Sims 4 here in a little bit.
Sweet. See, James has a ton of stuff on his what he's been playing this week, so I've been kind of putting him in the last bracket here. So, all right, James, spotlight's on you.
First off, I started playing. We talked about it in our first episode, I believe, the Resident Evil / Biohazard HD remastered.
Yeah, it was 1 or 2.
I downloaded it. I wanted to play it. And it was fantastic. It was great. I had a great time playing. There was a few changes from the original PS2 game. I remember playing this game on GameCube when they remastered it. I played it on the Game Boy, Nintendo DS when they came out with it there, and they made some changes in between the PlayStation original version and Director's Cut, and then the GameCube version. It's still a little bit changed up from there, and I've been having to relearn the game pretty much, and it's a lot of fun. I started on easy mode because I just wanted to see how it was. Ran around with my knife and put my gun and my ammo away, and that was a horrible mistake. Even on easy, I had a difficult time. I was getting bit and attacked by dogs, and the dogs were messing me up. So there's different controls. I'm gonna do a whole review on this later, probably in an episode or two, and actually have some video footage of my gameplay and whatnot. But I just want to touch on, if you're looking to get this game, you should have a controller, because the keyboard controls were very clunky. They have 2 different styles, an advanced and a standard mode, and both of them were kind of clunky trying to move your character around. So if you don't have a controller, Xbox or PS4 controller, I would hold off until you get one, unless you are really good at managing these type of Resident Evil style games, and they're tough. So I'll touch on that later.
That's
Resident Evil
third person,
Biohazard, graphics amazing, gameplay tough. So yeah, more to come. Have you guys ever played Resident Evil before, or any kind of Resident Evil game?
Yeah, I played 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah, which one was your favorite?
2.
2, perfect. That's my favorite, actually.
High
I
five.
think it's the best one. I think that's honestly the best one as far as storyline and gameplay.
I loved
the puzzles. Yep. It was a well put together game.
My girlfriend at the time, sorry, this is a little side note here. My girlfriend at the time, when I was living in my buddy lived in an apartment, I was 19. She would come over to my apartment just so she could watch me play that when we had the lights down.
Oh God. There's so many jump scares in Resident Evil 2, and that's awesome.
And she'll never let me. To this day, she won't let me
every once in a while. I'll still jump, and hair will stand up on the back of my neck from playing that game. So
there's one point where you're going in like a subway area, and there's a giant alligator.
Yes.
She's the one that figured out how to beat it, and
the dumpster thing. Yeah.
Yeah, she never let me let it down, or she never has let me forget that she's the one that figured it out. And I'm like, okay, you figured out one thing in one video game. Congratulations.
They actually bring that mechanic back. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't played it, but they actually bring that mechanic back in Resident Evil 4. No, I'm sorry, 5.
Mm-hmm.
The same mechanic that they use on the alligator. I'll just leave it at that. But I thought that was a nice blast. What was it?
Blast of the past?
Kind of blast of the past, yeah. It paid homage to Resident Evil 2 when they had it in Resident Evil 5. It was really cool. So, moving on though, another game I've been playing is a game that's been out for a while. It's a in-between game of the Might and Magic series. It's Might and Magic Clash of Heroes, and it's not like your standard Might and Magic game. It's a puzzle-based game, and I love this game every time I play through it. It's got so many different, strategies that you can advance through the different levels. You don't have to use exactly what they set you up with. You have, 3 different normal units and a combination of special units that you can have in your arsenal. That when you fight against an NPC, those are the ones that are spawned. So pretty much you're just setting up your puzzle to get combos and stuff to attack the other side. It's kind of like a mix between Yoshi's Cookie, Tetris, and Magic. If you haven't played that type of game before, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So, and that's a nice little combination of the 3.
Right, you
bringing
got
back the old school
you got
Yoshi
me
Cookie type
on a
thing.
side tangent here, James.
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite puzzle-style game of all time is Peggle. Go figure.
Peggle. Okay.
I love it. I was so excited when I got my PS4. The first thing I bought on it was Peggle 2.
That's funny because Origin had a free giveaway. Was it one of the Origin tickets or whatever? I forget what they're called. Every once in a while, Origin will give you just a free game.
PopCap.
On the house.
It's on the game.
So those of you who don't know, PopCap games are the ones that made Peggle. They also made a very, 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 very popular app game.
Bejeweled.
That and Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, that was PopCap, huh? I did not know that.
That's a PopCap game.
I like any kind of tower defense game, and that's one of the best ones out there. So.
I've replayed that game so many times. Plants vs. Zombies 2 sucks, because I hate the free-to-play model. It's just horrible. But the original Plants vs. Zombies, yeah, it's god-awful. But Peggle 2 is amazingly funny. It really is funny, and it's a lot of fun. It's just addictingly fun. But I get your point. Those kind of games I really do enjoy. I'll check that one out.
Oh, tons of replayability because it's never going to be the same because of the RNG in the game, the random number generator. You're never going to have the same encounter twice. So it's always fun to play. It makes you think,
Yeah.
A lot of games is just mindless. This one actually you got to think about it.
Well, sometimes you got to enjoy the mindless ones like Peggle.
Right. Last game I've been playing this week was actually a game that I picked up earlier before Christmas. It's still a pre-release game. It's called Plague Incorporated Evolved. This is a fun game. It's also available on your phone, Android, or iPhone, tablets, or regular phones. It's an awesome, fun game where instead of trying to save the world, you're trying to kill everybody. It's my type of game.
I haven't played the PC version. It looks phenomenal, but I've put probably close to 60 hours in the phone version, and it's a blast to play.
It's great. The phone version's free to play, and you can download it and try it out tonight if you wanted to. But
the
basically,
phone version's mini clip.
All right, guys. Well, actually, I was interested in this, so I just queued up the trailer for it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm gonna roll video.
Let's roll the tape.
Let's roll the
save
tape.
Me
Roll film.
some speaking. Save these beautiful vocal cords of mine.
It intrigued me.
Commencing Autopsy 3. Time, 2104.
Oh, I know this game.
27-year-old female.
My son was
with
playing
unknown pathogen. Blood analysis indicates virus. Provisional name is PAX-12. Deceased had traveled in China before returning home 2 weeks ago. That must have been pre-quarantine. Unknown if had contact with livestock, but I can definitely see evidence of insect bites. Deceased had reported coughing and sneezing with a high fever. I'm seeing a nasty rash, some abscesses around the abdominal cavity. Clear signs of immune suppression. Cause of death appears to be catastrophic organ failure.
Catastrophic. I'm gonna cry right now.
Get the stroke.
Reports coming out of China. This is highly concerning. The deceased may still be infectious.
The disease name is PAX-12. So be careful, Joe, when you go.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, then. That was entertaining.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So basically, it didn't really tell you too much about it. The premise is you just create some sort of, you get to pick between a bacteria, virus, plague, a whole bunch of different antibodies, and you basically try to infect the entire world. It's a strategy, overworld-based game. You only see the map of the world, and you're pretty much just clicking on bubbles and evolving it. So it all does its work by itself. You can speed up the process, see how this plague travels. It was originally supposed to be a simulator for a disease control type of thing, and they turned it into a game from that because a lot of people were having a lot of fun with it. So it was supposed to simulate how a plague is actually spread throughout the world and how fast it can spread, and based on different circumstances. In the game, you collect these bonus points for clicking on the bubbles, and the more you infect, the more points you get, and you use these points to select perks in 3 different categories to either boost your the infection rate, how fast they infect, the resistances to different climates, cold, hot, or both of them, and a resistance to antibiotics, so it's harder for doctors to treat it, so more people get infected and stay infected. And then you want once you infect a lot of them, you want to have it start having some sort of effect on the body, like either insomnia, start slow, and then just start doing some really crazy stuff like coughing up blood, and it gets really nasty on some of them. Like, you don't actually see any of this, but you just start seeing people, there's a bar on the bottom where the population growth is, or the population infected is. It's and the other side is how many are dying. So basically,
I saw my son playing this, and I was like, "This is just a sick and seductive game."
Oh, super sadistic. I enjoy it. I'm like, how fast can I destroy the world? You can either create a silent killer virus, a powerful infecting virus, or even like zombie type host. There's actually an achievement for making a zombie type of
That's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and you just try to kill everybody. So, I love this game, and I'm going to continue to play it even when it becomes a full release game. So,
they're supposedly making a multiplayer too, aren't they? Last I heard
yes.
the PC version, they were working on that.
There is a multiplayer version, but it's basically just like speed run against someone else, or if you can score more points than them. So, when they were coming out with the new Planet of the Apes movie, they actually released a virus called the simian flu virus, and it was to promote the movie, and they gave it to you for free in the game. So that was really cool. That was fun to play with.
You can get it on the mobile version too. They're still selling it there.
Yeah, the simian. It should be free still. I don't think you have to pay for that.
Mobile version, I think you had to pay for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where they get you because you don't pay for the game. So.
Yep.
All right. We're going to move on to some news. One piece anyway. Sony sells online gaming unit to fund. I'm not really sure what this is all about. Okay, so they sold an online-based video game unit to a New York-based investment fund. The game developing studio said to an online forum, "We have been acquired by Columbus Nova, an investment management firm well known for its success and with its existing portfolio of technology, media, and entertainment-focused companies." Daybreak Game Company, the gaming unit previously named Sony Online Entertainment, said in the posting on Monday. Sony didn't disclose the financial conditions of the deal that completed at the end of January, but the studio noted the move will allow its engineers to offer its titles to customers through various platforms such as Microsoft Corp's Xbox and smartphones, as well as Sony's PlayStation.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So could this mean the end of the console?
I'm not sure
No.
what this means. No, I don't think it's that though, because their console's doing so well. There's no way in Hades it would go down like that. It's the number one in the world right now.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy though.
They're selling their studios actually. Okay. Oh, I get it now. SCEA and SOE. I used to work for SCEA, Sony Computer Entertainment America, which is their console-based development system, and SOE, which is their online multiplayer development that did like EverQuest and things of that nature. The game studio is mostly known for the popular internet-based multiplayer game titles such as EverQuest. The studio said development of these titles and software currently underway won't be affected by the deal. So they're actually just selling SOE, Sony Online Entertainment.
Okay, so a lot of the multiplayer games are going to be either
Multi-platform
cross-platform or available on different systems.
Yeah. Well, I know
Sounds that way.
one of their big hits right now is PlanetSide 2.
Yes.
Right.
So that's going to PlayStation 4, which I wouldn't be surprised that does start to spread other consoles.
Does Destiny fall under that, or?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I know that EverQuest Next, which has been a big talked about MMO coming up, which is kind of combines Minecraft destruction and building elements in an EverQuest world, is something that is getting a lot of buzz, which falls underneath that category. So they sold SOE. That was the big deal.
Yes.
Got it. All right, so the next part of the news I'm not going to talk about just yet, but Evolve. James, what?
Evolve is coming out finally. Evolve in 6 days. You will not see me again. You will see me again.
I thought it was
But
just still an
hopefully
alpha.
I'll be playing Evolve.
I thought it was an
man,
alpha.
The big alpha was about 2.5 months ago, and then they had a beta weekend, so it was still technically an alpha beta type game transition, but they worked out a lot of kinks, they worked out a lot of bugs. It's the makers of Left 4 Dead, it's Valve software, so they have a lot of people backing this, a lot of testers, and they're ready to come out. Originally this was supposed to come out back in, I want to say November, and then they pushed it back for the alpha, and actually did full, stress tests and stuff. So now that it's finally coming out, I am so excited, and I can't wait, and I am a few clicks away right now from buying my new video card just to play this game. So,
Nice.
it is awesome.
What video card are you going to get?
I'm going to get a 980.
980?
Oh.
Single 980. Yep.
I have a 770 Ti, and I thought, I had the best one. And I saw my buddy running his 980. I'm like, I want it.
Yep. As far as power consumption versus performance, 980 it tops them all. The 970 performs almost as well as the 980.
The Titan.
I plan on getting a
Side by
980
side.
for the true 4K resolution. I want a 4K monitor. I want the true 4K.
And it comes native with the DirectX 12 already built into it. Great card for that, especially if you're looking at Windows 10. That's the card to get. Side by side comparison with a Titan, the 980 is actually better.
Right.
So,
Right.
Which is kind of scary because the Titan is powerful and more expensive.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
So, but bang for your buck, 980 is the way to go. So that's a good call. If
980
you're
or
gonna
970. I recommend the 970 for those who don't feel like paying $500 to $700.
It's $500 for 980. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You can actually get it for $450, but
Yeah.
you want to get an EVGA version.
EVGA, yeah.
Always, that's the best. I'm hoping to get them as a sponsor at some point. I know some of their reps.
Woo!
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Video cards all
That
around.
would be great. That'd be great.
We're looking at you, EVGA. We're looking at you.
We're looking at you. We're coming for you.
Come to Papa.
All right, Justin. What do you got for us, man? You hinted at the Sims thing earlier. What's going on?
Well, today's a big day for The Sims in one way. It happens to be its 15th birthday.
Nice.
And that scared me because I've been playing Sims for 15 years then.
I really enjoy Sims. My favorite one was Sims 2.
Sims 2 is probably my favorite one as well.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the expansions and stuff.
I gotta say, because it was easy to hack the nude mods.
Well, it was easy to add. It really was easy to add a lot of new mods.
Aw.
It probably was the easiestly modded
No,
Sims.
not nude, Justin. Nude.
Nude.
I know. I know. It was still the easiest one to install those mods anyways.
Naked.
Hence the face.
Naked.
I was like, ugh.
Okay, seriously. Who else out there just draws them up a wall when you see your sim getting freaky or getting naked in the hot tub, or
Me.
the female sim version, not the males, or taking a shower and it's blurred all the dang time? Like, come on.
They
I'm
need
over
their
18.
Privacy. They need their privacy, man. I'm
Right.
staring at them all day long. I mean,
I haven't installed the mod yet for 4, but it does annoy me.
All right, so they got a new one coming out, Justin?
Their first expansion is coming out finally. Their first expansion, their first expansion is called Get to Work, which is essentially, if you've played 3 and 2, and you've played their expansions, it's a combination of ambitions from 3 and open for business on 2.
Okay. Sadly, I know what that is.
so it gives you more options to send your guys to work, different jobs they can do, and make more money, so you can buy more cool stuff.
I have
Different jobs and jobs that you can actually interact with your sim in.
Oh,
so
fun.
you'll actually like to see them do their work and do things.
I have the trailer
And-
queued up.
Yeah, go and load the trailer.
Rolling film.
Roll the tape.
And if I hit the right button, that'd be fantastic.
We
That
want
helps.
you, EVGA. We want you.
Oh, seriously, they're using the Sims dialogue in the song. Was it Simonese? Block and block.
Die my ex, die Mama, die mein Da, immer Tutches, wie Box, immer Coops, or a Gal, was a Cooches.
Okay, that looks kind of fun. The Sims dialogue always cracks me up.
It does.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I've always tried to find ways, like, people have tried to decode it to figure out what they're actually saying, and I've
It's
always loved
gibberish.
reading.
It's gibberish.
It's hilarious to see what some people come up with for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just gibberish.
it is gibberish. And this entire time, I went through the show. I was like, I'm gonna build a soundtrack to play in the background of the show, and I completely forgot to even play it. But that music you're hearing back there is just on a random playlist. Some of it is actually done by our co-host, Mr. James Jam.
That's me, DJ Jam Evil.
Woot woot! You'll hear some of his music playing in the background. This is all royalty free, so don't worry about it.
And all his music, all his jams are very evil.
Super.
The jams have evil. Oh my god, my daughter took her shoes off.
There was also one other major announcement with Sims.
What's that?
The game has been out for 2 months now, I think, somewhere around there, and they're
4?
finally
It's been
releasing
out
the
for
Mac
longer than that.
version.
Oh, they're finally releasing the
Mac
Mac
version.
version. Nice.
Yes, they typically don't release the Mac version of it when they release the PC version.
Well, that's because Mac and gaming don't go together.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And
Mac
it-
users.
Yeah.
I feel
And it's
sorry for Mac
going
users
to
for
be
being Mac
download
users.
only.
Oh, it's still download only?
It's download only for Mac.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
rumored. It's also rumored. They haven't officially said this yet, but it's rumored that you are going. If you own the PC version, you will be able to have the Mac version as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my daughter, I got the Sims 4 for her. I was actually tempted to play it. I have to get around to do that sometime.
It's fun.
Yeah. That makes it kind of worth
There's
it.
a game pack out right now too that I need to get, and I probably will get that before I live stream.
What they
making
really
our
need to
characters.
do is they need to make it multiplayer, where you can have like friends from the EA app that they use. What do I call that?
Origin.
Origin, and where you have like friends on Origin, like they had it on SimCity. SimCity, the new SimCity was crap, but it was
Yeah.
still fun. But you can have friends build your cities in there with you. If they could have it in Sims 4, where you had your friends playing with you in the city, that would be fun.
I don't see why they couldn't do that. Why they couldn't make it multiplayer.
I don't know why they haven't.
Right.
I think they're trying to. I think that's one of the goals with Sims 4 right now, because it's set up kind of that way.
Honestly, I don't bet on EA doing anything in a swiftly manner.
No,
Right? No.
no. EA do something swiftly? Never.
No, we already
That's
got your
not
money.
happening.
That's it. We're done.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the esports world, Justin. What's
All
it
right.
about?
Esports.
Well, the Intel Extreme Masters Taipei rounded up last weekend. There were some great matches to watch, especially in StarCraft 2. But first, we're going to get into League. We're going to get into the less exciting stuff. It didn't end the way I thought it would. I thought it would end with TPA, or Taipei Assassins, and AHQ Esports in the finals. I got one of the two correct. So sue me.
Sued.
It ended up being Flash Wolves and TPA, with Flash Wolves winning it, actually. I didn't really expect them winning it.
Okay.
It ended up being a 3-2 victory, and the team brought home $25,000 in grand prize money.
It's a nice chunk of change.
Well, it depends on
It
how many
was.
members in the team.
Yeah, it's split up amongst 5 people. And, well, that's how many players there are. I don't know
So you
about
got
the backstaff,
$5,000
coaches,
each.
the managers. I don't know about that.
5,000's 5,000. That's not bad for playing a game, you know?
No, really not. But the highlight of Intel Extreme Masters was the grand finals of StarCraft 2. And there were some great top 4 matches too, but the highlight was the grand finals. It came up against Life and Maru. Life is is considered the top Zerg player in the world and won BlizzCon this last year, so he's the current reigning world champion. And Maru is considered one of the top, if not the top, Terran players. And it's the matchup that a bunch of people have been waiting to watch, best of 7, and it didn't let us down. It started off with Life just dominating Maru in the first round, and then Maru just won 3 consecutive to bring it 3-1 in the matchup. He only needed to win 1 more to win Intel Extreme Masters, but Life was able to bring it out and win it all. It was
Wow. A three-game
amazing to
comeback,
watch.
huh?
Yeah, that's a crazy upset. That's almost unheard of during any kind of match like that.
It was just phenomenal to watch. If you guys haven't watched it yet, it's on YouTube. It's on ESL's YouTube channel, and just go watch it. It's great to watch. And those 2 qualified for the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, which starts in a month. It's in Kwice, Poland, and there's going to be the World Champion. Well, not World Championship, but the season finale of Intel Extreme Masters for League there, for Counter-Strike Go there, and another World Championship for StarCraft 2.
Nice. No, the
And-
World Championships for Advanced Warfare started.
Yes.
They're doing it.
No, that starts.
They're doing
I
it
thought
world
that
by
starts
world.
next-
Well, they're doing it country by country right now, and the winners of those
okay.
go and head to
Yeah,
the
the
world.
qualifier started.
Yeah, the qualifiers are running right now, which you can still sign up
Yes.
for through MLB. Or
Yep.
MLG, sorry. So,
And
what else we got, Justin?
We got the LCS is 2 weeks into its season now. Figured I'll give you guys a little update of what's going on if you're not really following it.
What's
And-
LCS?
LCS is League of Legends Championship Series.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. And the LCS is split up into 2 regions, North America and EU. There are other regions, but they're big regions, but I'm just not covering them. You got Korea, you got China, you got other parts of Asia, but I'm not following. Well, I am following them, but I'm not covering them. There's too many leagues to cover.
Right. There are so many pro gaming leagues out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are specialized to like 1 or 2 games.
And it's easier to follow StarCraft because StarCraft has a point system that's usually one's worldwide, but there are separate semi-leagues too. But
Yeah, MLG has their own. I'm a fan of MLG because they are the biggest gaming league, and I think
in North
they're-
America.
Yeah, North America. I think if we were supposed to, if we had a league that actually kind of came down to like one league that was televised, things like that, MLG would be it.
It would be it in North America. Europe would be the ESL, which is the Esports League. And Korea actually already has that done, and it's the Champions League.
Yeah, so basically, I think Wargaming needs to put their league and kind of like do a collaboration with MLG.
Wargaming is within ESL right now. They haven't done it with MLG, though, so give them time. But
Nice.
back to the LCS. We got off topic.
Back to what we were talking about.
The top 5 teams in NA right now in this order are CLG, which is Counter Logic Gaming, Team Solo Mid. Oh, no, I missed Gravity. Sorry, Gravity was second. Team Solo Mid is third. I keep forgetting about Gravity because Gravity's and Team 8.
Okay,
So-
cool.
And for EU, which is pretty much North America's big brother for skill level, I think, in League, but North America's growing pretty rapidly. You got Fnatic at number 1, SK Gaming at number 2, Elements at 3, which, if you remember, if you watched last year, they are what Alliance. They changed their name from Alliance to Elements, and their logo's a hell of a lot better. I like this logo a lot more. Sorry,
the
it's
logo. It's all about the
The-
logo.
All about the logo.
what the designer kicked in me. And tied for 5th, we have a 3-way tie. We got Giants Gaming, H2K, and the fan favorite Unicorns of Love.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's my favorite!
That's it because of the name. Oh dear lord.
They became a fan favorite after the promotions for the season this season. They just pulled off some really cool stuff, and the name just really helped it.
Yeah. All right. So first on our side topic tonight, we have something from James, the Humble Bundle.
Humble Bundle. If you haven't heard about it before, you gotta check it out. Humble. It's hard to say, but it's amazing. HumbleBundle.com. They have a series of collections, bundles, games, books, any kind of media. They have a bunch of different ones, and they're distributed online at a price that's determined by you. You can pay $5, you can pay $10, and then there's an average amount that people pay. And all these proceeds, or most of these proceeds, go to a charity. This week's charities are, UNICEF, the United States Fund for UNICEF, Charity Water, and Save the Children. So it's definitely an awesome thing. You can get games at such a low price. Some are indie, some are mainstream, and based on how much you donate / pay for these games, you'll get some unlockables. If you pay more than the average, you're locked in, and you're entitled to whatever unlocks later on in the week. And these are offered, usually on a regular basis, either weekly or within a 2-week period. So I've bought so many Humble Bundles now, and I feel great every time I do. Maybe not all maybe I want one specific game out of it, but it's usually cheaper, and I know my money's going towards a good thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. This week they actually have a amazing Star Wars bundle That's their main bundle, and yeah, the Star Wars bundle has Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic in it, Star Wars Jedi Knights, Jedi Academy, Dark Forces, Empire at War. The gold pack is locked right now. Force Unleashed is locked. Both of the Force Unleashes are locked, but they will unlock if you pay $12 or more. Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, and Star Wars Republic Commando. And there might be more coming soon. And all you have to pay is $12 to unlock all these games, and you download them. They'll give you codes that you download directly through Steam or through the website, depending on what they are. So fantastic, fantastic bundle for Star Wars. And all that money for the Star Wars bundles is going to UNICEF.
Humblebundle.com.
Humblebundle.com.
Well, let's take a second, guys, and look at the three major charity events for gaming. Gaming is actually producing some of the biggest charities events in the world. The number one, you guys know what the number one is that produces the most money every year?
Speed Demos Archives?
No.
Games Done Quick?
No. It's one that's done every year.
Nope.
No.
Oh, come on. It's all about live streaming for 24 hours.
Oh, Extra Life.
Extra Life.
Okay, Extra Life, yeah.
During the Extra Life
I thought you were talking about
weekends,
an industry.
they've actually raised, I think the last one they raised was over 15 million.
Wow.
So it's a very, very big event they do, and it's all for charity. Humble Bundle is second.
Humble what?
Humble Bundle. They're usually pretty big. I think is this like the 5th year they're doing that?
It's so tough. It's such a Humble Bundle's been out. I've known about it for about a year and a half, 2 years now. I don't know how long they've actually been around. But
4 years, I think.
I think in the last 2 years they've really picked up speed because they used to be just indie games, and now they've gotten a lot of mainstream games out there, not just independent developers. So.
Another big one that actually took 3rd spot this year, it's only been doing 2 years, is called Game Jam. You guys know about that one?
I don't know about that one.
That is a 24-hour period where coders, game developers, will either create small teams or do it individually, and they have 24 to 48 hours to make a game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you watch it,
that.
and you pay for that game, and that money goes to charity. See, this is only the 2nd year they've been doing it, but they already had 14 satellites in 14 countries that participated.
I actually watched some Minecraft developers. They were streaming and they were making a game, and I didn't realize what that was really for. I just watched them coding, and I thought that was really entertaining to watch. You know, I didn't know too much about what they were doing, but to watch them, write the code and then test it, that was really cool. But
for next episode, I'm gonna do a write-up on it, and we'll talk about it next episode because it's something really cool to talk about. It actually just ended a couple of weeks ago, and it was a big deal. And those games, you can actually see a Game Jam. It'll say Game Jam game, and you can still buy them online. And they're quick.
Thinking you're saying my name.
Right. But there's one guy, this is a true story, one gentleman who was a popular coder, I forgot what company he worked for, was a popular one. He went in and did a solo game this year, and it was a one of those classic text adventures. All right?
Oh, okay.
He died 2 days after.
Oh, no.
So that's a big deal with that game right now, and I'll have to get that story brought up for next week as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. We'll talk about that. Also, humblebundle.com. Check it out.
Perfect.
The Star Wars one is awesome. James is right on that one. It's a very good event. I love doing this. I've done it. I participated last year. I forgot what bundle I got. But it's a lot of fun. And on top of that, it's for great causes. You can't go wrong with that. Gamers care.
Right.
Gamers care a lot.
Yeah. Speaking about caring, I care a lot about my server.
Minecraft.
Yes, this is where I'm getting my Minecraft stuff.
Segue.
So those of you guys who don't know, I've been building servers for years now. Since the official release of Minecraft happened. I didn't do it in beta because it was a pain in the neck. But I've been doing servers, and I've been kind of experimenting and practicing coding. And finally, I'm getting to the point where I'm making a cohesive style RPG game based off of Minecraft. I mean, you can't build in it.
It's really good, though.
Thank you. You can't build in it, and it's a classic RPG style. I have NPCs in there, I have quests, I have bosses, rare loot, then the whole 9 yards. This week I've been working a lot on it. I need help. I'm actually begging
Calling all builders, calling all coders.
What I need mostly of all else is I need some people who are really good at building, who can really build awesome stuff like landscapes, buildings. Like I'm working on the 4th zone currently. Well, there's 3 zones that are finished. I'm going to be adding more to those later on when the game goes into beta. I'm going to be adding more side quests, puzzles, events, stuff like that that occur in these different zones. But the first 3 zones are basically your introduction zones. So those teaching you how to play the game, getting you built up, and then you go into the 4th zone, which is this giant city. This city's the central hub. In the city has a teleport. You can access every other zone in the game. And it has like the World Bank where you can store your stuff in it, which I've got that built. So I really need builders. So people, if you know someone who's really good at it and really wants to do something like this, I would be grateful for them to come help me. I am on Twitter all the time, @thewidget, announcing when I go live on my server. It's not up all the time right now,